Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. Happy Sunday. I'm so excited today. We're going to chit-chat. Chit-chat. It's very cloudy. It looks like it's dying to rain outside here in central West Coast Florida. That's a mouthful. But it's not. It's actually, it's in the mid-60s. It's not really cold outside. But it's a great day to stay inside because it's just kind of cloudy outside and there's so much to do in the house, like cleaning. But we have our binding ready. So about a week, maybe more, about a week ago. Hi, Betsy from Virginia. I hope you're having a wonderful time with your family. So glad you're here. I know it's cold. So we did our binding, 2.5 inch strips. Did I do 2.5? Yeah. So 2.5 inch strips. And I used, at the suggestion of a bunch of you, the same fabric as we did for the butterflies. Hi, Madeline. Hi, Diane. Madeline has been on a cleaning streak and gotten herself all organized for the new year, and I have not. I talk about it every day. I think about it every day, but then I get so distracted with other projects. I'll give you an example in a minute. Hi, Jean. Betsy has a thought on my... That's so funny that you brought that up, Betsy, because I have my walking foot right here, and I've been sitting here for 5 minutes debating whether or not I want to throw it on to do the binding. Oh, precious. What is wrong? The pressure of the foot in your settings. I need to do the same, organize. Oh, gosh. The pressure of my foot. All right, let's see. All right, I'm game. I mean, what else is there really to do, right? All right, let's see. Because I have some sample stuff here to try. So we'll try that. We'll try it. That's what I feel. I feel like it could be the, like it's just not, that the foot is allowing the pressure to keep, the fabric to keep moving. And, so we'll try that. Let's try that. Let's see what we've got. My walking foot woes. So, how is everybody this morning? Listen, work with me here. I had a list as long as your arm yesterday of the things that I wanted to get done. Steve was gone a good portion of the day yesterday working with some clients, and actually he's gone all day. And oh my gosh, comment. Yes, Betsy has I have the baby lock version. Betsy has the brother version. Same thing. Plug it in and look at the settings. I have the brother version, but it's in North Dakota and I'm in Virginia. Good morning, Angela. Hi, Donna. All right, we're going to try this. Okay. Everybody's on? Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. I started, so I had all these things I wanted to do. And one of them was just to change my sheets. My bed. Change my sheets. Not do anything crazy, just change the sheets. Just standard thing you do every week. Hi, Dubrovka. And so, okay, so it sees I have the double foot on and my walking foot. Now, settings. You can't see what I see, but that's okay. Working on her first quilt of the new year. Yahoo! Hi, Angie. Okay. Ah, it's the first thing that comes up, Betsy. Dual feed adjustment. All right, let's have a party. So, this was, what was this? Oh, this was the backing. This was when I was trying to do the quartered backing and it just didn't work. So I have this extra fabric. And right now we're going to use it to test these feed things out. So anyway, so I was just going to clean the bed. I mean, I was just going to change the sheets. I was just going to change the sheets. Calm down, Angela. And then I decided I should probably dust. We have shutters on the windows. We have shutters all over the house, but we have shutters on the windows that are behind our bed. And I realized, oh, they're dusty. I should dust those. Then I realized that the behind the bed was dusty. On the floor, we have hardwood floors throughout the house. And so there's some advantages sometimes to carpet, but one of the biggest advantages that I feel having like a solid wood floor, laminate or hardwood or whatever, is that dust doesn't stay in the carpet. It doesn't settle in the carpet, right? It's visible. So you're constantly moving that dust out. And I will say this, I woke up this morning less nasally because I cleared out all that dust. It's not good to breathe all that crap. So I thought, well, I should probably, just do a really good deep sweep. Then I decided I needed to move, in order to really do that, I needed to move the bed away from the wall. In order to do that, you can't even imagine. I think I busted an artery trying to move this bed. Our bed is solid wood and it's so heavy. It's so danged heavy. So I finally got the bed away from the wall. Then I had to take a 5-minute break. Then there was the big news conference yesterday, so I sat down for a second with Minnie and we watched that. Then I got back to the dusting. Then I realized that I wanted to change the cord, what all our stuff plugs into, alarm clocks and phone chargers and all that stuff. So I started changing that stuff out. Then I finally got all the dusting done. Then I had to pull the stuff out from under the bed. The 10-minute task of changing my sheets, it turned into a 3-hour project. And by the time I got finished with it, I was so done. That's my problem. And they say you shouldn't do that, but there's some deep cleaning stuff in my house that needs to get done. This room is next on the list. It really is. This is my office. I need to stay here today and focus on some cleaning and some organizing because it's just, I can't function like this anymore. I know I've been saying that for 6 months. Anyway. And then I'll tell you the next thing. All right, let's see here. So let's do one strip down. Find my foot. Okay, hold on. Angie, Donna. Diane is taking a little break from sewing. Sometimes you have to do that. I do that. I take it by spells, and I'm currently in a spell that I have sewing on the brain 24/7. Oh, I also know that feeling. All right, let's see. So right now I have not changed anything. Okay? Use the oh. Okay, now. You all saw that I sewed. Not a single stitch went down. Not a single stitch. Nothing. Just was sewing, so nothing. Now, okay. It's not letting me, at the moment, adjust the presser foot pressure, but it is letting me adjust the dual feed adjustment. So let's increase that. Let's see, how high does it go? Okay, it goes to 10. Let's go to 5. Probably too much. Let's go to 3. Now let's try that. Okay, ready? You set? Go. It's just not, it's, the needle goes up and down. Everything is threaded, top thread and bobbin, and nothing is catching. It's like it's not going all the way down. It's like the needle's not going. We're getting something. The fires are starting to... Okay, let's try this. Still no thread, nothing catching, nothing. We'll go 2 more. 5. For God's sake, Angela, put the foot down. Nope. That's not it either. Reload your bobbin. Okay. Hi, Arlene. Yes, you're on. Is your timing out? Reload your bobbin. Okay, I'm going to reload the bobbin. Does it sew when the regular foot is on? Yes. Yesterday I did all of the okay, when I started quilting it, just using a straight stitch, nothing fancy. When I started quilting it, I had the walking foot on, and it was doing it would just skip, like it would stitch, 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 big stitch, like it wasn't catching. So we did that for a few, a foot or two, and then I took the walking foot off, put my regular foot on, my regular sewing foot. Actually, I take that back. I put on the stitch in a ditch foot. I don't know if that's what you call it or not, but it's got the knife in it. No problem. I stitched the whole thing without any problem. And as soon as I put this walking foot on, it's not right. As a side note, I am prone to... This is so random. Steve's going to be like, why are you talking about this? I'm prone to cold sores. That's why my lipstick is so janky today, because I'm prone to cold sores. I've been prone to cold sores since I was a kid. When I was in, and a lot of them are stress induced, but a lot of them are not. A lot of it is because I have a tendency to touch my face or touch my mouth. And, if there's, stuff on your hands or dirt or whatever. And we were working in the yard last week. And my lips were very, very chapped. So they're open, and I would touch my mouth, like to wipe my mouth off. And I now have 2 cold sores. When I was in high school, they're also stress induced, if you didn't know that about cold sores. Why the stress has to spill out through your lips, I don't know. When I was in high school, graduating from high school, I took advanced placement classes, so I was under a lot of stress, getting ready to go to college, just a lot of pressure. And I had 3 at one time. I could hardly open my mouth. It was so bad. But if you suffer from cold sores, here's a tip. If you don't suffer from cold sores, just hang on. I'll be done in a second. L-lysine. L-lysine. It's a supplement, vitamin. It's in that department. Okay, it's that kind of a thing. L-lysine. I wasn't sewing very fast at all. Yeah. The more I'm nervous about cold sores, the more that they come. L-lysine. You take it first thing in the morning. The first time that you get the little tingling that you think you're going to get a cold sore, you take this pill, and it's huge. It's a big pill. It looks like a horse pill. I mean, it's big. Take it first thing in the morning, like right when you get up, with a big glass of water before you have anything else in your stomach. You want it on an empty stomach. You want it so it starts absorbing into your system. It will stop that cold sore. It's amazing. So I just felt these last night. I took the L-lysine this morning. By tomorrow afternoon, they'll already start backing down. It's unbelievable. Don't waste your money on anything you can buy in the store. Any of the creams or salves. Sometimes if it gets a little dry, I'll use a little Camphor-Phenique. But L-lysine. Okay, let's go back here. All stitches are just random drop stitches. It's very random. Sometimes it'll be a random drop of it'll be like 1/8 of an inch that'll skip. And then it'll be like 1/4 of an inch. Then it'll be like damn near an inch. And then it will stitch, 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 skip. It's all over the place. Yes, it's plugged in. It knows that I have this. It knows that I have this on. Yogurt is good. Avoid nuts, sun, and use lip cream with sunscreen as a must. Oh yeah, you got to use the sunscreen. Got to use the sunscreen. What's this? I don't know what that is. Needle position. Needle position, stitch placement. Needle position, stitch placement. I don't know. Mouse pointer, upper and bobbin threads. No. Okay, hold the phone. So what I just did now was on the back of the walking foot, there's 2 little markings. One is like to raise the roller up, and one is to lower the roller down. I had the roller down, in the down position. I just switched it to the up, where the roller is kind of adjusted up. And now I have presser foot pressure. Okay, let's increase the pressure on the presser foot. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Okay, wait a minute. Let me rethread the bobbin. I forgot to do that. Let's rethread the bobbin real quick. If not, we're going to put the regular foot on so that I can get this thing sewn. Nothing. Do I want more tension? Do I want more tension or less tension? Hi, Greenland Quilter. Greenland, wow. Hey, that's cool. Hi, Katie. Hi, Robin. It's not even putting it's not even putting a stitch down. You. Oh. I want to like you again. I really do. But you're killing me. Yeah, we're going to have to ask Chat GPT. The walking foot is called, I think it's called a dual feed foot. I think. Oh. That's just the stumpiest of all Oh. No. I'm not using 2 needles. Hold on a second, I'm thirsty. Katie, I have a Baby Lock Crescendo. Baby Lock Crescendo. And the problem that we're having is when I have my walking foot on, regular foot is working. Maybe it's not threaded right. Humorous. Okay. All right, Jean. When I have my walking foot on, it's just skip stitches. It's not catching. I've rethreaded the bobbin. And you can tell the needle is just not going down. You can tell when you're looking at it, that it's just not going down far enough. I need some way to increase the, like, it just doesn't know that the needle needs to go down further. It's adjusting for, like, moving the fabric along. Very weird sound. I don't know what that was. Please, I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else this year. I've already had enough crap. I've already had enough little minor things that are annoying. Oh, well. How fast am I sewing? If you know baby lock, I'm sewing in between the slowest setting and the medium setting. That's where I'm sewing. Not fast at all. Listen. I can go slower. I can hear the walking foot engaging. It's moving the fabric along. That's not a problem. What's happening is it's just not going down. The bobbin is spinning, but it's just like it's not going down far enough. Okay, when I just went super slow right now, I went super slow. Like I wasn't even sewing. I'm going to show you guys. This is the first time. Did I change anything? I changed nothing. Okay, let's see if you can see this. Let me hold it so I can show you. It's like Morse code. That's the best way to do you have a quilting needle on? I have no idea. Maybe the person doing this. You know what, Stephen? It's not the person doing the sewing. It's not. It could be her husband. Maybe it's her husband. Hi, sweetheart. Steve! Anyway. So that's the best way to describe it. If you're wondering what the problem is, my stitching, when I have my walking foot on, looks like Morse code. It's like stitch, stitch, dash, stitch, 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 dash. Change the needle. Okay. Because everybody knows how much I love to change my needles. Right. Okay. What would you guys like me to put on? What type of a needle would you like? Uh-oh. Where's the other ones? Those ones I just bought. Ta-da-da. Oh, here. Okay. All right, here's what I got. Betsy's looking at ChatGPT. Try the 90 quilt needle. A regular needle. Okay, here's what I have. I have 80-12, 90-14, and 116. This is what Google says. Thank you, Madeline. Please share the live stream, everyone. We love and need your support. We want to grow and reach more people. Yes, we want to grow and reach more people. Yeah, it's a new year, and we want to explode this channel. A quilting one if you have it. If not, then a universal. So a universal would be 80-12. Yes? Yes or no? You are on the straight stitch. Baby Lack has all kinds of special stitches. Maybe you are in a different menu of the machine. I don't know. Just throwing stuff out there. Yeah, I know. 90. 90-14. Okay, let's do a 90-14. Wait, let me go back and read what Google says. Walking foot skip stitches usually means you need a new or correct type needle. The foot isn't installed or tightened properly. You're sewing too fast. The machine needs to, or there is a timing threading issue. First, change the needle and ensure the foot is secure. Then, clean, rethread, and slow down to resolve the gaps. Okay. 9014. This is going to give me another cold sore. All right, so what are you guys doing today while I change this needle? Oh. Okay. Elevator music for you guys. Okay. Needle is out. Let's just set that right there where the magnet is. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you guys a story because Steve is on. What am I looking for? Oh, my tweezers. I'm going to tell you guys a story of what happened to is a 3-yard quilt. Ah, yay! Sometimes I need to use a 70-11. I hope I don't need it. All the way up and flat facing the back. Okay. All the way up and flat facing the back. Flat facing the back. Okay. Okay. All the way up. Nice and tight. All right. So here's the story. Okay. It's not getting any tighter. Let's retighten the foot. I have arthritis in my thumb, so that's as tight as it's going. Okay. You guys know that we have been working on landscaping, yard, lighting for the yard. Steve got the lighting done in the front yard for our trees. We have a couple of magnolia trees in the front and some pygmy palms and a huge American flag. And he got the lighting done for those things. And so this, 2 weeks ago, we finally had the magnolia trees lit and the American flag lit. Ah! Ah! It was so fantastic. Every night at 5:30, we would run outside to watch the lights come on. Anyway. The old needle could be very slightly bent. That's a possibility. Batting ready for a 3-yard quilt I did on New Year's Day. Ooh, Angie, that sounds cool. Gluing fabric on paper piecing and listening to the chimes sing. We are in another wind event. Oh, Diane has to go to work for 5 hours. Ooh, Diane, hang in there. Hang in there, girl. I reset every year with a relaxing paint by numbers, but I need to finish the quilts I gifted my kids for Christmas. Toppers are done. Ooh, cool. Lengthen my stitch to 3. All right. Done. Anyway, so we're doing this landscaping project. And we decided that there was some wiring and things that we wanted to, for blah, 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 blah reasons, we wanted to put into, bury in some PVC piping. Okay, in case he ever needed to get to them again or whatever. All right, hold on to your shorts, girls. Here we go. Try not to embarrass me, okay? We're on a live. People are watching. Just so. Okay. She's as slow as she'll go. Any slower and we'd be going backwards. Ready? Oh. So, you must be in the South to have a phoenix in your garden. We are in Florida. We are about as far south as you can go and still be in the United States. We live in, for those of you that are new, Steve and I, Steve was born in Florida and then lived in California for almost 30 years. And I am a native Californian. And 5 years ago, we moved back to Florida. We live in central West Coast Florida. So if you think or look like pygmy date, yes, we are very far south. And we have lots of little pygmy date palms because we love them. They're so cute. All right, let's see. Not even one stitch. Okay, hold on. Let's try something else. Let's see. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying something here. I don't think it's going to make a lick bit of difference, but whatever. Why is it that today I cannot seem to remember to put the presser foot down? Hang on a second. Now I lost my thread. Just shredding the thread now. Lord Almighty, come on! Wow. Just wow. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my regular foot back on. Now the needle cap, now the needle threader's not threading. Oh my gosh. Oh no. What in the world? It just does not seem to like, there's obviously a setting or something that's wrong because it just does not. I'll tell you what, I put this walking foot on and it's like the whole machine just freaks out. So anyway, yes, that's where we live. Okay, so back to the story. So we go to Home Depot and we didn't lived in Florida from 1967 to 2011. Wow, we're in Florida. All right, let's just try this really quick. I don't think it's going to make a little bit of difference. I tried going different directions with the tension. All right, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Do you guys? Does anybody? Betsy, or if you have a baby lock around Orlando, Claremont, Chihuahua on Christmas, and then Lake City. Oh my gosh, my husband's sister lived in Lake City. I think she still lives in Lake City. Okay, is the top tension so tight that it can't pick up the bobbin thread? All good questions. Does anybody, Betsy, do you turn your machine off and on when you put the presser foot on, when you put the walking foot on? Yeah, let's just try that. So we go to Home Depot and we have a long trailer, like a utility trailer. And for some reason, neither one of us thought, let's hook up the trailer and bring the trailer. So we didn't have the trailer. We just had Steve's Jeep. So we had to get 10 pieces of 10-foot by 2-inch PVC. It's thick, heavy, right? And we needed 10 pieces. So we had figured if we just left the top glass open on the Jeep and slid the PVC pieces in, it would be fine because we weren't going that far. Can you get some scrap fabric and then reset your walking foot, rethread and all that jazz, then test run on the scrap fabric? That's what I'm testing on right now, is just scrap, but it's layered about as thick as it's going to be going through the quilt and the batting. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, girls, that's it for me. I'm putting the regular foot on. Because as of yet, I have not sewn a single thing. 44, too warm with the wind coming in from the south. Ugh. Erlene lived in Orlando for 21 years now, in Virginia and freezing. Yeah, I don't usually turn it on and off. Okay. One last check of the... Okay, hold on. Everybody hold the phone. Please just thread. Please just thread, because I think I might have found it. I think the needle is turned just a little bit off. Now I put the needle in here so hard, I can't hardly... For some reason, I have a feeling. Now, the presser foot height adjustment just came on. And I thought, well, maybe that's it. I doubt it. Just because I doubt it. But okay. Is it the correct plate? What is your top tension set at? I don't know what my top tension is set at. Is the top tension just the tension that shows on the screen? If so, it's set at 4. Is it the correct plate? I don't think I ever changed my plate. I literally don't think I've ever changed my plate. Maybe the machine is possessed. I absolutely think that that's the answer. Early 35 watching, 10 thumbs up. Yahoo! So we proceeded to buy the PVC. We assumed that it was all going to be fine. Steve was at the back of the Jeep loading it in, and I was guiding it in, and it was just kind of resting on the dash. Unfortunately, it shifted just a little bit. And it was getting heavy at this point. And so, we were tired. We wanted to go home. It was time for lunch, all those things. This 10-minute trip had turned into like, yeah, I think I need to. Is your bobbin casing smooth? No. I don't, when I have my regular foot on, I'm going to put my regular foot on right now. Cause I don't know. And every time I change my needle, now it won't thread. Man, oh man, today. Stupid thing's gonna end up being a Christmas gift for next year. So Steve was loading the PVC in. It shifted a little bit. He was trying to go fast so we could get out of there. I was thinking I needed to kind of reposition everything. Unfortunately, he put that one last piece in just before I could say, hold on a second. And yes, right into the windshield. Right into the windshield. And because of the way that Jeep, they have very small windshields, and because of the way that they're positioned, they're kind of notorious for and yeah, that thing shattered like you can't even imagine. Instantly. Just tap, like I heard the thing just tap, and the whole windshield just now. My husband being in this situation, the unusually calm one, and me, instead of being the usually calm one, had a complete meltdown and stood up on the running board and proceeded to yell back at my husband. And, great, now you broke the windshield! In the Walmart parking lot. I mean, in the Home Depot parking lot. I stood up and I said, well, that's great. Now you broke the windshield. And parked right next to us was a man and his wife in their truck. And and their windows were very tinted. That they were laughing their fannies off. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. Where are you sleeping tonight, Steve? But I will say, I was very proud of my husband because he stayed very calm. I, on the other hand, You know what? It didn't matter. You know why? Because literally we got home. I went online. They're replacing the windshield tomorrow. They're recalibrating the whole thing. And it's not costing us a penny. So what are you going to do? Was it worth letting out my anger in that moment in the parking lot of Home Depot? Yeah. He still gets to sleep in the bed. He does. All right. I think what we're going to have to do dual feed adjustment. I wonder what. Let's just see. Okay, we'll just see. Quick reference guide. Could it be a thread issue? I don't know. I have not had. I quilted this whole thing. I didn't have a single problem. Winding the bobbin, setting the bobbin, upper threading. Summary of. Okay. Airbnb. B49. Excuse me. B49. I7. Get it? Like bingo. Corny. G7. Just kidding. I'm just okay. I won't do it anymore. All right. Place the new presser foot. Always press the screen lock before changing. Okay, whatever. Always use the correct for the selected stitch pattern. If the wrong presser foot is used, the needle may strike the presser foot and okay. Okay. This has nothing to do with the walking foot. This has nothing to do with the walking foot. B49. In the name of all that is good is going on? Upper threading. Nothing. There's not even a picture of there's nothing. Oh. There's something. Hold on, I think we found something. I think it must be a timing issue. I think it must be a timing issue too, Betsy. That's my something is not. Oh, okay, 57. Hold on, 57. Ah, all right. Attach the sole by aligning the pins with the notches and snapping in place. Okay, we already did that. If you push down on the... As a default, some keys mentioned appear light gray and are able to enable the keys for specific... Attach the dual feed foot and connect to the machine. Keys are in it. Okay. Using the dual feed... When the feed position lever is up, the black roller belt on the dual feed is not engaged. When the black is engaged. No, do not operate the lever while sewing. The dual feed mechanism pulls the top fabric according to the set stitch length. When troublesome fabrics, fine-tune and set the length by changing the dual feed adjustments in the setting screen. Okay, we're just going to put the binding on. Presser foot, thread tension, replace the needle. We did all that stuff. Skip stitches. The needle is turned, bent, or the point is dull. Okay, it's a new needle. Using improper needle. Okay. Machine is threaded incorrectly. Duster. Okay. Threaded. Defective. All right. Hi, M. Smith, 47. Hello. What is your? Where are you from? What and what should we call you? M. Smith, 47. I'm good with that. We are taking the walking foot off. I'm sorry to disappoint you all that we didn't figure it out, but I'm taking it off. Why? Because I need to bind this thing. I got to get it out of here. We got to go. It's got to go. And I only have a few more minutes with you guys. So, here's the moral of the story. And, a lot of it comes with age. And, so if you're on here and you're super, super young, or younger than me, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, though. Bane of my existence now. I don't think I need this foot now, do I? No. Let's just put our regular foot on. You learn the things to get freaked out about and the things not to get freaked out about. And usually the things that you really shouldn't or don't need to get freaked out about, when you're young, you freak out about everything. But, or when something goes wrong or whatever. But as you get older, you realize the advantage of sometimes letting things work themselves out. Like, okay, let's not panic before we need to. Because in the end, it was a non-issue. They're fixing it tomorrow. Maria from San Antonio. On the bright side, at least it sews with regular foot on. Amen. Thank God it just regular sews. Welcome to the live stream. And I'm just going to go a few more minutes today. I know we're going longer than usual today, but seriously, I got to get some. I have to at least put a couple of stitches down on this darn thing. Come on. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh. Yikes. Okay. Needles on. Okay. Final stretch. Thank you for pronouncing my city correctly. It's not San Antone. Good thing, Angela, dear, or you would be in trouble. I know. All right. I would be in trouble, but it was not my fault. It's not my fault. It wasn't. Most of the time, it's my fault. This time, it was not my fault. All right. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Do I want to put the binding on the back or the front? I'm machine binding. Sew it on the back. Sew it on the back. Okay. On the back. The one thing I will say is I got a big problem right now because I'm out of batting. I got another little problem here. This part is not straight. You know what? Let's start past that. I got one place on here where I must have had a brain twitch and I didn't trim it exactly straight. And I don't want to start there. Okay, where's the binding? Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Let's just make sure there's no kinks in this. Okay. Let's just take a little scrap here because when I show this to you guys, you're going to know that I'm not losing my mind. Again, with the presser foot today. I don't know what the problem is with me. You ready? I don't know where Minnie went. Okay, ready? This is with my walking foot. Let me just show you what this. Let me just show you. This is what I sewed with my walking foot this morning. Without my walking foot. Mic drop. Scrap drop. So I think something's. I am of the belief. I'm with Betsy. I think that there's a tension problem somewhere, and I don't know where or how or what to adjust. But here's why: because you can tell when you're really watching the machine, like that it's just not getting. It's just not. It's not going all the way. It's just not. You can tell that it's just not. Like the needle is just not. It's just not. It's not. That's all I can say. It's just not. It's not. There's Minnie. It is dying to rain outside. It just looks like it's itching to rain. No rain. And it's not supposed to rain at all today. All right. Give ourselves a little bit of a tail. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do it this way. So it's right side up. When I'm done here, I'm going to go and spend maybe an hour putting some Christmas decorations away because it's just time. Even though speak of the devil, that's the auto glass people. Okay, I will say this. They have texted and called and emailed no less than like I don't know 12 or 15 times since I booked this appointment. So they're on top of the follow-up. Perfect stitches. Yeah. I am afraid. I don't know. All right, I think we're going to have to wrap it up there, ladies. The binding is on upside down. Thank God I only put a few stitches down. I thought I didn't realize. I thought I moved the binding so that it would be right side up, and unfortunately, what I hadn't glanced over to see was that I've had the quilt itself is upside down. Good Lord. Just good Lord. All right. So I got another 6 or 8 inches to pull out of that. Okay. If the timing is off, the needle doesn't come down at the correct time to catch the bobbin thread and make the stitch. So it's a timing issue, not a tension issue. Timing issue. It's a timing issue. Darn it. My timing is always off. This is a sewing dumpster fire. No doubt. No truer words. Go eat a cookie. I will go. You know what I'll do? I'll have one of those little Hershey's chocolate bells. Yes, it is time to walk away because now I'm sewing it upside down. So I think I'm going to take a little break. It is working with the regular needle, so the timing isn't off. Fudge. Oh, yeah, I made fudge. I made Steve's mom's recipe fudge, which is fantastic. It's very different than like that kind of gooey gummy fudge that you get from everywhere else. So, I'll share that recipe with you someday. I'll bring you guys in the kitchen and we'll make fudge. And orange spiced oatmeal cookies. We'll do that one day. Okay. Could be a dirty tension, incorrect needle and thread for the number of layers. Oy. Okay. So we want to welcome Katie and is it Marie or Maria? I have to go back up and look. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. I'm going to step away for just a few minutes. And it is very hard to get to it over the interwebs. It's just too much. There's just too many things that it could possibly be. The walking foot may be making the timing wonky. There's another point. I think I'm going to have to take it in somewhere. There's a place in town. I think I'll have to take it in. It needs to be serviced and toss the foot. Yeah. No kidding. All right, guys. Have a fantastic afternoon. Have a fabulous morning tomorrow. Maria and Katie, we welcome you. And we welcome everybody else that's new to the channel or to our lives. I will put up a video probably tomorrow or Tuesday, and hopefully the binding will at least be done, and then maybe this thing will be done. Done. Please share out the channel. Please just hit the little share button. You can share it to your page. You can share it to other quilting channels that you're in. We're not a tutorial channel. We're just a channel for you to come and pull up a stool in my sewing room, messy as it is, and chat and sew and have a great day. All right, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, I almost forgot. Only a 1/4 inch seam. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.